Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dom Limited, aka Rhino's Computer Service here. So we got ourselves an unboxing video for today. So this is a new product that I just picked up, because I got a landline here now, as I stated in some of the earlier streams. So I didn't need a fancy phone for the landline setup. And basically, the really cool part is I didn't have to run another line through the basement up into the room here. My router that I got from my internet service provider also acts as a phone system as well. So cool part is I can just plug my phone right into the router and away you go. As my internet service provider has a micro tower on the balcony of the building that's on the north side here. It's overlooking that's from the apartment upstairs. So we're not gonna get it off topic here. We're gonna get right into it. So the features of this phone, this is a AT&T EL52119. This phone features extra large display called Block, simulated full duplex handset speakerphone, digital answering system. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I got this, because it has an answering machine on here. And since I'm the only one here in the office, I only needed one handset. So the telephone features is unpassed range, so if I want to go sit outside in the back, I could use the phone, digital answering phone, digital answering service voice guide, speakerphone, call block, caller ID, call waiting, 30 names, number, caller ID history. That's another reason why I got this phone. And it wasn't that expensive either. It was fairly reasonably priced. Extra large display for easy viewing, expandable up to 5 handset users. So if I want to get 5 more phones, I could. And eventually that will come if I get a secretary or something. She'll need one. If I get a service tech, he'll need one. So we will definitely. You also got quiet mode, eco power, conserving technology. These things don't draw that much amperage to begin with. It's not like you're running a server or an air compressor or a table saw or a space heater or a big electric 2-amp fan or 2 horsepower fan rather. So I don't think the electric bill is going to be that alarming with this. So let's go ahead and we'll cut the tamper seal on here. Put that over here. So let's see what we all get here. So this is the phone itself. It's a wool. Take the plastic. So the touchstone pad buttons on here, they got a decent amount of feel to them. You got speaker, you got mute, delete, INT. This isn't as fancy as the one I set up for a customer 2 weeks ago, but you don't need. And you also features the cheap 3CAD phone cable, but I'm not going to be able to use this one because, one, it's not long enough. I want to have the phone up here instead of back there. So I got to come up with an extension cord. So this is the power adapter that you get with it, which is serial number 2004. And How many watts? 5 volts. That's all that it draws. So we're going to take the cheap twisty off. So this is about the typical length of it. It's not a big deal. So let's get out that over there. So this is the instruction booklet that you would get with the product like this. You get Spanish. A whole English book. Wow. Cool. That's the first time I've ever seen a book that just says nothing but English. Nope, I was wrong. There's a little Spanish section in here. Oh well. Here's what it is. I'll put that over here. So this is the cover that goes on, and then this is it's one of those lithium-ion batteries. So this is basically, so we're going to go ahead and plug that in. And we do have to charge. So we'll go ahead and flip the cover on. This is a fairly simple process. So this is kind of, I know you can't see it too well in here, but if I turn it at a hint, the buttons light up red. So you got directory, got new entries, new number, stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward. And this is a mounting plate if you wanted to mount it on the wall, but just as a word of advice, when you're mounting these, always find a proper stud and use the proper wall anchors and proper screws so it doesn't fall off the wall. I know it doesn't take much weight, but you always want to do things right. You don't want to cut corners when you're installing stuff. And last but not least, the base station. So this is what the base station looks like. You got a little antenna you can flip around. We'll leave it up like that. So this part, the phone cradle sits like that. And then this is, you got your LED in the center here that'll light up. And then you got your volume, answer on, find handset. The reason I put the find handset on there is just in case you misplace your handset, you can use that. It's to basically find it because it sends a signal to this with like a dun 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 dun, and that's. I've never actually lost one of these. I've always been responsible for putting it back on the base. I've had numerous different brands of these over the years. I had a couple of AT&Ts from like 20 years ago, a couple of Unidins or Unidin or something. It didn't last too long, but 3 different Panasonics, an AT&T, and then another AT&T. So I didn't feel like ordering it online, so I kind of took what they had. So we'll go ahead, put that out of the way first. So under here you got your power, 5-volt power supply, and then you got your 3-cat telephone cable or RJ11 connection that goes in. So plug this in over here. And what's really cool about this is they have, oh, my bad. That's for the RJ11 cable. Let's see. According to the instructions, this cable, you have the option of these slits here that you can slide this inside like that. And then you can take this and put that down like that. So you kind of got a little bit of cable management. Okay, it doesn't really work that great. All right. So we'll take my extension cords here. We'll plug this in. Plug the base station. So answer on. So that's flashing. So let's see.
Time and day not set. You have no message. To delete all old messages, press delete again. You have no old message.
It's very simple, straightforward. I don't even think I'm going to bother to sit and read the instructions on it. And it also has the Energy Star logo in the corner, just to reassure you that it's energy efficient. And the thing that they want you to always do is they always recommend that you charge these batteries up to, for at least up to 13 to 14 hours before you start using it.
Time and day not set. You have no message.
So it's okay. There's a little bit of initial configuration here. So home area code 920. We're in the United States. Key tone on, off. Clear voicemail. Dial mode. Home area code. So back out of the settings. Let's try ringers. Ringer volume. So that's what that sounds like. Kind of weird. So I guess if you get tired of it, you can change the different. So you got 5 different options. You can turn it off. So back out of here. Set date and time. Set it to 7. 31. Cool, you can set this thing to 83. This is kind of nostalgic. Dates. So this one was only good until 2099. Time 3:17. List empty, no line, of course, settings, LCD, voicemail. See the caller ID. Announcements.
To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
So that is the default greeting that you get on your AT&T answering machine.
To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Announcement deleted.
So now I gotta come up with a new one.
Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done.
Hello, you've reached Rindle's computer service. I am not able to take your call this time. Please leave your name, your contact number, a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. This is currently our appointment line. Okay, I screwed up here.
Hello, you've reached Rindle's computer service. I am not able to take your call this time. Please leave your name, your contact number, a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. This is currently our appointment line.
So we're going to delete this.
Announcement deleted. Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done.
Hello, you've reached Rindle's computer service. We're unable to take your call this time. Please leave your name, contact number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. This is currently our call by appointment telephone number. If this is an emergency, you can contact me at 920-629-6314. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, you've reached Rindle's computer service. We're unable to take your call this time. Please leave your name, contact number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. This is currently our call by appointment telephone number.
So this is just as a idea of what you can do.
920-629-6314. Thank you. Bye.
I'm not going to use that message because there's other information that has to go on there. But I don't want that leaked onto the internet, so we're not going to. We're not going to be doing that on live stream. But just to kind of give you a rough idea of what you can all do with it. Would I recommend this phone? Can't really complain. There's a lot of nice options that you can use it for, and there's a lot of different stuff that and features that come with the phone. Sure, it's not the most glamorous looking thing out there, but it's simple. It's straightforward. It's a quality product, in my opinion. You got a gloss finish on here, and the only reason I actually got it because the cordless phone that I've been using this past week, every time I make phone calls, it cuts out. People have a hard time understanding what's being said. There's a bunch of static, and even the answering machine on it doesn't work that well. It was a secondhand phone that I got from my place of employment because they got a new phone that I set up for them. So I brought the old one, but I see what they meant by it didn't work very well. So, and also to report that their phone, the phone that they got, is working very well. They're very happy with it. They can actually make calls and people can actually understand what they're saying and not be like, huh. So that's always good. And the main reason that I got the landline here is this is actually more than just our appointment line. This is the office phone that will be, I'll still be using this phone. This is fairly new. I got this back in March. That was before the pandemic. Okay, the pandemic's been actually, never mind about the pandemic. I'm not getting into it anymore. You all know that it's not, that this is just all a bunch of hypochondriacs all over the place living in fear, but it is what it is. I know that this is all a big political game, but there's some out there that they don't understand, and they're never going to understand. So bottom line, it is what it is. So I might have another tech review video coming up, but I was actually, originally I wasn't going to do this review, but I thought, heck, why not? Something might. The interesting conversational piece is so many people are getting away from landlines and corded phones. In a way, it doesn't bother me to have a landline. Sure, you get all the robocalls and crap. You get those on your cell phone too. So what difference does it make? A landline is kind of a nostalgic thing in a way. I was even toying around with the idea of having, getting a rotary dial phone with a tape answering machine where you actually put cassette tapes in there. But then I got to thinking that would look really tacky and it would look really stupid for an IT guy to have a rotary dial phone with a caller ID DSL filter in a tape answering machine. I'm not talking little tapes. I'm talking like the cassette tapes, like a 70s answering machine. And no, I'm not really going to do that. This is more practical than to have all that stuff jumbled all over. And so that problem is people think that they can use cell phones around a business, but in all honest reality, it's not going to work. You're going to run into problems with these things. Answering machine's going to get full all the time. You're not going to be able to get your messages off of there. And this thing, I have it tied into my email. So even if I didn't want to actually sit on my phone to listen to the answering messages, I can just log into my email address or email account through my service provider and listen to my messages that way. So I don't even have to be at the office to even listen to my messages. I could even be at school or on vacation and still get my important messages and contact my emergency tech advisor guy and get somebody out on site. So in a way, I'm not really behind the times in technology because I'm taking advantage of the different features and stuff that. So with this system, you can even do a 3-call. There's a special number that you got to dial while you're on the phone with somebody ready. So that capability is there. They don't tell you that on the box, but you can three-way call people or call 3 people at once or conference calling. You don't have to have a special phone to do that. If you got the right service provider with the right features, you can pull just about anything off. Now you can also do call waiting on here. The only thing that I don't have, the only option that I don't have is the elevator music option. But if you really want to get creative, all you would have to do is get some jazz music, very generic jazz. When if you got your person on hold, just get a computer speaker in front of the phone, but be careful that it doesn't squeal and deafen the other person's ears. So I don't advise doing that, but there's a will, there's a way. You can make just about anything work with what you have here. So that's if you know the right people, you can pull just about anything off with technology. So I hope you enjoyed this little video on the AT&T phone. This is not the kind of I'm not going to be doing regular reviews on cordless phones. It's just kind of a spur of the moment, last minute idea. So thank you for watching. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy the cool weather that's out in Wisconsin right now. Take care, everybody.